Hello, my dear crafters. So we're back to Christmas today. What we're going to learn is how to make this box, great size, 4x4. You can fit so much in here, and it's a great gift giving tutorial for you today. We're going to use a new die set by Spellbinders, and you can use it in so many ways. You can use it as the wreath. It's called Classic Mouse Holiday Wreath. So I'll show you the die next. So you can use it as a decoration piece like I did here on this box lid. But you can also use it to make a little card. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Very easy, and I'll just show you how to make it quickly. But you have many elements to this. You have two, and I'll show you here. Let me show you the die set so that you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to put this here. You have a whole bunch of decoration options here, like the lights. And let me show you the lights. These are the lights here. You can make it as a wreath like I did on the front of the card. And I just had a like season's greetings. That's from an old stamp set that I have. I love this card. I'm going to make a lot of these for my craft fair because I think it's different and cute. And the great thing about it is that you can use a regular, I made my own envelope, but you can use a 3x3. It fits perfectly in a 3x3. So I made my own with the envelope punch board, but you can just use a 3x3 and it works. So the die set comes with two options of wording, like the sentiments, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So that's great. We have the wreath here. This is like the ribbon right here. That's what this cuts. These are the lights, and also it comes with some options of ornaments here and a beautiful bow that you can use on the top. So a great die set, and let me just show you, because you might be asking, how do you do it with the center cut like this? Or if you want to just keep, for example, like I used for the back of the card, you don't cut the center. So it's very easy. Here's the die. So you basically have them separated. So if you put this is how you would put it on your machine, like that. And if you put this in the middle, it will cut the center. If you don't have it, it doesn't. So you have both options, and that's how you actually make this card. Let me just, so you will cut one without the center cut for the back and one for the front with the center cut. So basically what I did was I scored right here with just my, actually one of these, let me see if I find it. Well, with a scoring board or a stylus like this, I use my stylus and just use a ruler. I scored it, and then I glued just this part here that is scored, see? And that's that, easy as that, and very, very cute and different card. So, but that's not what we're learning today. I told you how to do it. We're going to learn how to make this beautiful box in a size that you can use the wreath on the top, okay? And that's another option for you. So let's move on to the tutorial. And just so you know, this is the paper that I'm using. It's from Michael's, from Recollections. If I find it, I'll make it pop here in the video, okay? It's called Winter Wonderland. And we need two pieces of paper, one for the base and one for the lid. The base is 12x12, so you're going to use the full sheet. And for the lid, you need a paper that is 7x7 inches, okay? So we're gonna start very easy. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this. We're going to score every 4. So it's 4 and 8, because we're going to have 4, 4, and 4, okay? So let's do that. 4. You're going to do 8. And then just do the same thing, 4 and 8. Because the size of the box, it's a square, it's going to be 4, of course. So very easy. And I'm going to score the lid now, and then we're going to put it together, okay? the lid, as you guys know, so the lid is going to be, you're going to score at 1.5 and 5.5. But always remember, and I'm going to zoom in now, always remember to pull it a little bit. It's 1/16 of an inch. Here, every time we make every time we make a lid, we have to do this. So there's a mark here on mine. It doesn't have to be there, but just know that we do not keep it close like this, flush to the left. We have to pull it to the right just a little bit, okay? That allows for the lid to be a little bit wider and to fit. So every time you do a lid, you have to do this. So it's 1.5 on all 4 sides, okay? Again, I'm going to pull it, and you're going to repeat it on all 4 sides. So 7 by 7, 1.5 on all 4 sides, but you have to pull it 1/16 of an inch to the right. So we're going to, now let me just zoom out. It's kind of dark in here today. Oregon, that's how it is. Even in the summer it gets dark sometimes. So we're going to just fold it. There you go. So basically what we're going to do is cut here and here. Very easy. This is a very easy box to make. So I've cut on both sides, and what we're going to do next is very easy. We're going to basically glue it like this and then close it. So we have a box, okay? Very easy. No stress. It's like, you know what I'm gonna do? It makes it, we're going to cut just a little bit of this. It makes it easier when you glue. Just a little bit on these two and these two here. All of this make your box easier to glue, and no stress. Crafting should never be stressful, although it is sometimes. The other day I was crocheting and making a lot of mistakes. My husband was making fun of me. He said, well, I'm glad to see how much fun you have, and you really, because I always say I'm going to relax a little bit and do some crochet. And he said, yeah, I'm glad, honey, to see how relaxing this is for you, because I was like cursing and stuff. Oh my gosh, sometimes it isn't. Don't you have days that nothing goes right? Sometimes I have that with videos, guys. Start a video, I make a mistake, and then sometimes it's the very same mistake again. And I have to cut again, start from scratch. It is what it is. Sometimes you just have to get a book or go for a walk. That's what works for me. I like to go for walks. Usually does the trick. I come back more relaxed and inspired. So see, I did one side, and I'm going to do the same on the other one, and I'll be back. So we have our box, 4 by 4, and now we are going to make the lid. I already cut the same way that I did. It's basically the same process. So I'm just going to do this and play some music. It's no mystery here. There's nothing that you do to the lid that is different. Just make sure that you get this right here on the corners. And then you use a bone folder to just press it down, and we're going to do it on all 4 sides like this. So you glue it, and then last thing is the top part, okay? So that's what I'm going to do, and you will see it really fast. And here we are, now moment of truth. Let's see if the lid works, and it does perfectly. Look at that. So I love the contrast, but we need to finish the lid because we have this beautiful Happy Holiday wreath, and we're going to place it on the top to decorate our beautiful box. So there you go. We're going to do this here and center it. A little bit down. There you go. So we're going to just press it. Should have done it when the paper was not folded. Guys, there are days, I'm telling you, that my brain works like 50%. I think today is one of those. I have been making a lot of crafting mistakes today. Oh, look at that. And I didn't do it right. I'm telling you, today is not the day for crafting. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna put some glue. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for a walk now. And I want to make sure that the Happy Holidays is right, because it wasn't. So, good thing is that glue, when it's liquid, you can pull it off, provided that it doesn't take very long. So there you go. We have our beautiful box, we have our lid, and look at this. I love this wreath. I'm going to use this a lot for boxes. And there we go. This is our tutorial today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much, and please do use my link so that I get a commission, and I'll keep on doing free videos for you guys. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.